get on the road again. The life I love is making music with my friends. I can't wait to get on the road again. On the road again. Going places that we've never been. Seeing things that I may never see again. Oh, I can't wait to get on the road again. On the road again. Like a band of gypsies, we roll down the highway. We're the best of friends, insisting that the world keep turning our way. And our way is on the road again. I just can't wait to get out here on this road again. The life I love is making music with my friends. I can't wait to get on the road again. Beginning, man wondered to himself, he said, why am I even here? And yet with each asking of this question, the answer would become even less clear. Overwhelmed by fear, distraction took its place, and so it must have been in the world's first shelter that we began the human race to fill up more and more empty space. And oh, how we love the human race. Until one day this one guy says to this other guy, he said, hey, you seen this guy over here? Seems like he got more than anybody else ever got, man. To me, that just does not seem fair. Well, the second guy agreed with the first guy. Everybody else did too. They all got so worked up that they figured they knew what they needed to do. They would gather his shit up among each other. After they killed him, of course. They could see no real good reason not to just say whatever they wanted to by force, and so with that, they went, what did I say? But when they found him, he said, hey, wait a minute, fella. Lord, I wouldn't kill me just now. You can see that I got more than any you ever got, wouldn't you? First, at least like to know how. And with that, he had their attention. And with that, he went on loud and clear. He said, you all know how long you've always wondered why the fuck are we even here? Well, today I'm going to teach you about that. I'm going to teach you about fate and bliss. I'm going to teach you all a little about heaven and hell and the God that gave me all this. He said, God gave me all this because I'm so humble. And he can do the same for you too. But if you are seeking his love and affection, I'll tell you what you're doing, man. That's the last thing I do. You see, the good Lord, he sends killers to hellfire. Both here and then again eternally. And the good, they live forever in a beautiful heaven. God told me that personally. So unless you want struggle and heartache, unless you want troubles and fear, well, you better find some kind of way to help out. May I suggest helping me clean up around here? Of course, I could pay you just a little bit of money, but more importantly, the good Lord would see. He would see that you were working humbly for something, and he would reward you the same way he had rewarded me. Well, nobody knew what to do with that information. Nor could they prove what he said wasn't true. And since he had what everybody else thought they wanted, well, it seemed like the thing to do. And with that, we've rolled into this future. And ain't it a son of a bitch to think that we would still need religion to keep the poor from killing the rich. Or shall I say this afternoon? It would behoove me most audacious audaciously at this juncture in the congregation to sing the largest amalgamation of any one particular nation's population to ever receive an invitation of such enduring magnitude. Forthwith and notwithstanding any misunderstood grandstandings, it would pertain to the expansion of our national anthem in such a grand and or irrational fashion that I would implore you to explore a more tangible interpretation of our national anthem, the likes of which we can plausibly take platinum. If you would turn with me in your hymnals to the book of verbatim, vibrations, ad nauseatum. For your freedom, and later then recall them as having fought for your flag. That's some bullshit. Henceforth and forthwith, and way too many scores before too many first years before the last first responder ever forgot to remember 7-11 untoward a more perfect reunion of our most effervescent endeavor to linger here forever, with or without the express written consent of any nationally attended softball leagues. I have this thing I brought with me, and I tell you, I want to tell you right out of the gate. I was confident about this. We've been using it all year, and I bit off way more than I could chew with the list that I planned. This song, the last song, fuck, how many words you gotta know? Because I haven't played in a year, and it's been a while. I'm gonna play some shit that I know here. And if you have something you want to hear, just tell me. Space, racing the moon, climbing the wall of a hurricane, spill over all. All I wanted was one chance to let freedom ring. They said I'd have to get a permit, a bunch of tags and everything. I never made it through the red tape. I got a paper hat, I got a job working weekdays. You want fried with that? I got nothing to lose, got nothing to gain. It's like getting one-way ticket to cruise in the passing lane. I can't complain. I was talking with my girlfriend, told her I was stressed. Said I'm going off the deep end. She said, God, for once, give it a rest. We're all waiting in the dugout, thinking we should pitch. How you gonna go shut out if all you do is bitch? I got nothing to lose, I got nothing to gain. It's like getting one-way ticket to cruise in the passing lane. I can't complain. Little out of tune, sort of lost in space, racing that moon, climbing the wall of a hurricane, still over all. I can't